Before I started e-commerce, I was just a fresh graduate from university and I couldn't find a job related to my college degree, so I ended up working as a full-time waiter in a restaurant. I was still living in my parents' house and I needed much more money, so I actually searched on Google how I can make money online. E-commerce, specifically dropshipping model, stood out for me, so I got into Fred's 5 system. I launched my store by myself at the first time, and I actually never got any sales for about like 3 months without a mentor, and I spent some money on the Facebook ads, but I never got a sale, and I realized I needed a mentor. And after I found Fred's 5 system, I actually implemented what he teaches in his book, and I set up my Facebook ads and I got first sale. Fred's 5-step system gave me huge confidence because it gave me the results. For the beginner, it's easy to follow and it is so detailed that you can't miss anything if you just follow his 5-step system. This book is for the people who wants to start an e-commerce business, and it gives you the very solid foundation with the clear idea and the blueprint with the actionable steps. With Fred's business model from the 5-step system, you don't need the upfront cost, huge upfront cost, and you can start from zero. And the second one is the traffic. When it comes to traffic, Fred is the top experts in the field, and with the traffic knowledge you learn from the Fred, you can not only success in the e-commerce business, but also you can find success in other business models as well. And that's how I found success with the affiliates business I do. And the third one is his sales psychology. Fred's sales psychology in his 5-step system is amazing. So when you get sale from the customer, it's not the end. You can remarket to the same customer and you get additional sales from same customers again and again. The only one advice I can give to others who want to start the e-commerce business is find a mentor. Because without the mentor, you will find a lot of challenges and it will be much more difficult to find success without a mentor. Because I've been there, I've tried to set up my e-commerce business without a mentor and I never found the success, and I ended up spending more money testing. But once I found great mentor, Fred Lam, I was able to find success with my e-commerce business. That's the one advice I can give you. Find a mentor.
I came across Fred Lam in Zero Up. It's actually a couple months after I started my online entrepreneurship. Just the way Fred presented it, it was really amazing on what you can do. So that opened up my eye, because even at the time, I didn't even know what e-commerce was. I knew there was people selling online, but that was like Amazon or Coke or Nike, these big brands out there. So I didn't think someone like me could do it. But then as Fred taught that, I was like, wow, that makes sense. That is really cool. So I got the program and I just started going through it because I saw the opportunity there. It was quite amazing. And then just going through Zero Up, learning, building my business, having the success, that's how I got to know Fred, to actually be, to work with him, to learn directly from him. Started looking at it and started going back to the training and really just following the training. And then all of a sudden, soon after that, my business started taking off. I need to go back, start listening to Fred more. I'd kind of stopped listening to him. And there's a mistake that I made, which I've learned now. But I started listening to Fred again, getting on his weekly calls, paying attention to him, learning the basics again, opened up some new ideas for me. And after doing that, couple days a week, I've immediately started seeing some great progress coming back. When he learns them, he shares them with me. He shares them with all of his following. He doesn't just keep it for himself. So that's the incredible thing that Fred does. So my current success is my store to date, just about 2 years now, I've done over $1.5 million worth in sales. So it's been an incredible journey for me. I've been so excited, so happy to be able to accomplish that. There's plenty of space for anybody to get into, to build a brand, start selling products. So looking at that, it's just knowing there is so much potential. There is incredible growth that's going to be happening.
When the parent says to a child, go to school and get a job, they're talking about becoming an employee. Nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. But as you know, students are coming out loaded with debt and very few high-paying jobs today. So that's why it's an obsolete idea, just go to school and get a job.
Yeah.
And an S is generally a specialist or also a smart person or a small business. Like my mom wanted to become a doctor, medical doctor. And I said, Mom, I'm flunking out of high school. I'll never make it through college probably. She says, oh, you're right, don't become a doctor. So S was not for me because those are smart guys. Whereas, and my rich dad was my best friend's father, he was the guy that said when I got old enough, I was about probably 15 or 16, he showed me this quadrant. He was talking me through it. Employees, job security is the most important thing. An S is kind of independence. They want to do it on their own. They're kind of the John Waynes or the rugged individual. And the B are the leaders. They can lead huge groups of people. And the I is a professional investor, not the passive investor, not this guy with stocks, bonds. Yeah, you can do it with stocks, bonds, but they're not investing for the long term in the stock market or an IRA or 401k. The I is an entrepreneur in investing.